Hey there gamers, it's me, Carrot Noodle Soup, and welcome back to another episode of Alphabet Soup SMP. It's also the 1-year anniversary of my channel, or a few days after, depending on how fast I can edit this video. The time has just flown by. Thank you so much to everyone who's joined me on this journey, whether you're new or you've been here since the beginning. I hope you'll stick around for another great year and many more to come. Now we've got a couple of things to get done this episode. First off, we're going to head over to the location of our future shopping district, which is going to be just over here. And you might be thinking to yourself, Kara, that does not look like a shopping district, that looks like a forest. And you would be right. So we've got to clear out those trees. Luckily, last episode we did kill a wither and get a beacon, so now I just have to figure out how this works because I've never used a beacon before, and then we can get to work clearing out this area. Well, unfortunately, my replay files did not save, but as you can see, I've got about 2/3 of the trees cleared out here and a good chunk of the terrain flattened out a bit. There's still quite a bit to be done, but at least now people can come out here and start building their shops, and we'll finish clearing it out later on. But right now, I really want to get to some building, so let's gather up some materials and get to work. I already have all the wood that I need for this build today, so that leaves me with only a few more resources to grab. I need a few stacks of honey blocks, some regular terracotta, and some yellow terracotta. I'll also need lots of cactus to make green dye, and some sand to smelt down into glass. Now it's off to the nether to get some glowstone. I followed a chicken into a cave and got very lost. But after a couple of near-death experiences, I did manage to find my way home and make it back with all of the materials that I needed. Alright, I have spent all day gathering up materials, and hopefully I think that I have everything that I need. A couple episodes ago, I built this creeper farm to supply my kingdom with gunpowder, aka fairy dust. I've since built it up a few more levels to increase production, but looking at it over on this hill, it's such an eyesore. So today we're gonna change that and turn it into a proper fairy dust factory. Alright, so first thing we gotta do is extend this out just a bit, and we'll terraform around this later. But just need to give ourselves a little bit more space to work with here. This was an interesting build to design because it really merges two styles that are very much opposed to one another. On one hand, you have the very nature-inspired style of the fairy kingdom, and on the other hand, you have a very industrial factory style. But I think what I came up with managed to merge the two pretty well. Starting out with a base of green terracotta all the way around. This isn't a block that I use very often, but I think going forward I'm going to be using it a lot more. Initially I was going to use bricks here, but that just felt way too industrial. I tried mud bricks, it felt a little more natural, but it was really kind of dull. The color didn't really pop that much, but green terracotta really gave it that pop of color that it needed while still having a really natural feel, but also feeling very structured. I'm adding some stripped spruce pillars along the side to give the build a little more depth, and then going back in with the green terracotta to fill out the rest of the walls, leaving space for windows later on. And then I'm going back in with some spruce stairs and trapdoors to add some additional detail. For the main body of the building, I'm going to be using stripped birch wood, which is a criminally underrated block in my opinion. And can I just say, I do not understand why people hate on birch wood so much. It may very well be my favorite wood type, and it's definitely always one of the first blocks that I pick up whenever I'm designing a build. For the entrance to the factory, I used some yellow terracotta to give it a little more pop of color, and just because yellow is my favorite color, and I almost never use it in builds, and that needs to change. And of course, I had to incorporate dark oak into this build, considering the multiple double chests I just filled with this stuff, clearing out the shopping district area. So I built the roof out of dark oak stairs and slabs, and made it in this nice curved shape. On top, I finished off the structure by creating this little loft area, even though, you know, it's not a real loft. None of this is real. It's all just a facade, really. Now onto the window detailing. This was definitely one of those moments where you design something in creative that seems easy, but once you get into survival mode where gravity exists, it suddenly becomes 10 times more difficult. But I absolutely love this technique to make the windows look circular using stairs and trapdoors. Now, of course, we don't actually want to be able to see into the building because we're, creating this whole thing to cover up something that was ugly. So I'm going to be using a technique that I learned from watching Good Times with Scar. I'm going to be using honey blocks with glowstone behind it to make a really nice saturated light come through the windows. I also like using the honey block because it blocks out the texture of the glowstone, which is just god-awful. I think we can all agree. I would have liked to use the yellow frog lights here, but I was not about to make a frog light farm. Ain't nobody got time for that. For the door, I used dark oak doors and trap doors. The idea was to make it look kind of like two big rounded double doors, but to be honest, I'm not totally in love with it and I might change this in the future. I finished off the build with some smokestacks and a couple of smaller chimneys on the roof that really distinguish it as a factory, but you know me, as the head of the Fae Administration of Environmental Regulation and Investigation, I can't have pollutants pumping into the air, so I do just want to clarify that it is not toxic fumes being spewed into the air, it's actually magic fairy dust, which is quite enriching to the environment actually. And here it is, the final build. I'm pretty happy with how this one came out. So I needed a lot of honey blocks for that build, and I ended up breeding a lot of bees in order to get that many. So I'm gonna take some of my extras over to Soul, who runs the bee retreat. I brought you some bees.
Oh, do I have to transport them back?
I have them in a shulker box.
How do you have them in a shulker box?
It's magic, obviously.
I'm not familiar with this kind of magic.
You've never put bees in a box before?
I can't say that I have.
In a box inside of a box? Okay, I needed honey blocks for a build that I just did.
Uh-huh.
So I had to breed a lot of bees. Like a lot of bees. Like I almost crashed the server with so many bees. So I have a bunch of extra right here.
Excellent.
You want to take a look?
Yeah, I want to take a let me take a look at this. Just beehives.
That's not even all of them, but
Oh my god.
I needed like 200 honey blocks or something.
Oh my god.
So I was like, this is not fast enough. I need about... I have it.
More!
More! You can have those.
My inventory is full. I would love to take them, but
I can deliver them.
that's probably the best.
Alright, so we've got the whole area cleared out now, which means we've got plenty of space for people to come in and build their shops. I've got a couple of little chest monsters that I need to clean up. And I've set up a nether portal, which takes us onto the nether roof. And if we follow these dirt blocks over this way, and go through this one, now we're at spawn, but we're in the air. There's a couple of other nether portals in the area that were interfering with this one, so in order to get to the roof, I had to put it up in the air like this. And I definitely can't just leave it like this, so we are going to build something around our portal to make it look nice and pretty. So what I wanted to go for the portal was to create like a dead petrified tree around it. I'm using another trick from Good Times with Scar, just using dirt blocks to sort of shape out the trunk before we fully commit to it with wood. And then once I figured out that shape, I went back in with the acacia wood to give it like that really dead looking look. And I added a staircase using cobblestone that just kind of winds up through the trunk because not everyone has Elytra yet, so obviously I want to make sure that people can actually get up to the top and access the portal. And then added some detailing using some cobblestone walls and some andesite walls. Give it a little bit more like depth and dimension and a little more color differentiation and everything, and to make the branches taper off a little bit better. And then I wanted to add some lore to it as well, so I've made it like there's amethyst kind of infecting the tree almost, like there's an amethyst crystal growing inside that has killed the tree, but it's also like a magical crystal which has preserved it and also acts as like a fuel source for the portal, because I think it's fun always to add a little bit of lore into builds and to have some sort of reasoning behind it to make it a little more interesting. And here is the final product. I'm not 100% in love with it, I'll admit, but I think considering that I've never really made a tree before, it looks pretty good. I think the crystals might be a little too much. I think maybe a few less crystals might be good for a completely just like off the top of my head build, especially something like a tree that I've never done before. I think it turned out pretty well. And there's the stairs you can go up to get to the top. Use the portal, and we're on the nether roof. Hello? And then of course if we follow this down, we'll get to the shopping district. Go back through and we're at spawn. Okay, I've made a few slight adjustments here. I added a little bit more amethyst going throughout the trunk, and I tried to concentrate the amethyst clusters more around that instead of just having them sporadically. There's a couple of random ones, but not as much. I think it looks a little better now. I'm a little more happy with this.
I see someone.
Hello?
Hello. Hello, fearless leader. Oh, in case you would.
I have a lot.
Yes. Oh, not me. Hold on. Oh.
Here, I'll put it in here. I have some of...
Yeah! Oh my god, that's so much! Thank
Yeah.
you so much.
There's a creeper behind you! There's a creeper behind you!
Oh!
Oh no!
Why am I like this? Why am I like this? Why did it take me a moment to register the words you were saying? Why? Why did it take me so long to register that you were saying there's a creeper behind
Oh
you?
man, I could have shot it.
Idiot.
No, I also have really bad reaction time because I could have killed it because I have a bow and arrow. Brain stopped working. I was like, oh no, there's a chest right there. We're both a little bit.
Ran it out. Oh my gosh! So where's the market supposed to be? The shops?
I will show you.
Yes, please. I'll set up something for well, actually, this would be a perfect opportunity to put together the motivation, really, to put together the wool farm. You're not recording though. You're not recording.
Could be.
Could be. Did you forget to set that you're recording? we're such great, sir. We're no scuff. We're
No,
awesome.
not me.
We're great. We're
Absolutely professional.
we're amazing. So what do you plan on selling?
I don't know. I have like the thing that I have a farm for is gunpowder, which technically there's a free farm for gunpowder, but nobody AFKs at it, so I might sell gunpowder just because I actually AFK at my farm a lot and I have a lot.
My partner just put it in chat. Sell clothes or sell armor and call it soup.
Well, I was thinking about making a soup store. I was gonna make like a Panera Bread type of store. The only ideas that I have for stores are like stupid ideas. Like nobody wants to buy bread and soup. I have a lot of gunpowder and I have a lot of wheat. I was like, I should make a bakery, but then I was like, I should sell soup so I could have a Panera Bread.
So my roommate's getting booed for this. Put in chat. Did y'all hear about the rainbow that got thrown in Prism? Don't worry, 'twas only a light sentence. Because when lights hit prisms, they turn into rainbows.
Got thrown into in Prism. I was trying to figure out what the pun was. I was like, what is Prism?
Post is like, I'm afraid you're going to have to refract that statement.
Oh no. Oh my god.
Oh. I just got, how dare you make light of the situation?
I did not mean to.
God.
I did not mean to hit you. I was trying to go past you. I was trying to just like shoot it past you, I promise. I didn't actually mean to hit you.
It was an accident.
It was. If you we can look back at the footage and we can see my crosshairs like grazing over your shoulder.
I don't know where I'm even gonna build. What are all? Is this all just logs? Oh.
And dirt and stone. Yeah. I'm gonna
I
clean.
might steal some of the dirt.
Yeah.
I gotta fill in that creeper hole.
You can take whatever you need. I'm gonna build a community center over here where I'll put like all of the excess stuff at some point. I'll clean up. I always clean up and organize my messes.
Maybe that's something that you can do. You can offer services of organizing other people's bullshit because they.
Oh, that was sarcasm.
Oh wait.
Clark gets.
Okay.
Clark would come to my base sometimes and like try to put stuff in chests for me and would just get so angry because none of the stuff was organized. Do you not see there's like 5 different chest monsters around here?
This is not a chest monster to me. These are just organized chests. And that's probably why Post gets so frustrated with me. That's a filthy lie. What do you mean? No, I don't cause chaos. I never do that. I don't cause chaos. I don't know what you're talking about. I just follow along with chaos.
I mean, I feel like on this server at least, you don't necessarily cause chaos, but chaos follows you everywhere.
Follows me everywhere. I get lumped into chaotic shit, and it's fun. I don't incite the chaos, but I do endorse it. So I don't start it, but I will support the chaos. And I'll also go, okay, hey guys, the chaos, this is a good amount of chaos. Let's reel in chaos, and we'll let it cook. We'll let it cook, and if we need more chaos, we'll do the more chaos.
Too much chaos.
I do though. I do, because you have to understand. When it came to the prank, the bamboo prank.
Too much bamboo.
What? You have to understand. They wanted to do more.
Oh my! Hey,
I was like,
they
hey
filled
guys.
every block. I still find it like tucked into caves.
Okay, so the caves one, that was me. I'm the one who went into caves and put it in random spots. I was like, oh, she's gonna be finding this forever.
I see
it. Here, and here, and here, and here, and here. And I'm like, that's the chaos that I incite. I want you to remember the fact that that happened. The problem is they wanted to expand past. And I'm like, no. Okay, we're gonna, like, too much. Let's reel it in. Like, I had to sit there and go, it took 2 hours to do all that. And I'm sitting there going, okay, all right. It
was really funny, but I was a little upset at first. Because I was just like... I was in shock.
I was like... I was menacingly cackling. I'm gonna be honest. I was cackling.
I'm going to retaliate for that. I'm waiting for Poke to actually have a house.
Poke does have a house.
Where?
I don't know if I should tell you where the house is. Poke does have a home, though.
Where is it?
I don't know. What do you mean? I mean, Poke's been building. Listen, we can talk about this. You don't need to bring guns into this.
I don't have a gun!
You do have a gun.
I don't have a gun.
Revolver. I see a revolver in your hand.
I'm sorry that you have the America resource pack. This is a bow and arrow because I like to live in a fantasy world.
American resource pack. You can't shoot what you can't see. I'm too quick, too fast. I'm like the rogue. I'm the rogue. I've got. Oh! Ow! Oh! You're secretly a sniper prodigy. Watch out, Scar. There's a new sharpshooter in town.
No. I could never be a hot guy.
Thank you. Okay, wait. You're right. There is a lot of chests. Wait a minute.
Just because they're in neat lines doesn't mean they're organized. I mean, some of them are.
lot better than mine are. Chaos also gets mad at me because I'll throw down a chest, put things in it, walk away, and then Chaos is like, what are you gonna do with the
No,
chest?
that's
like,
what I do.
I'll deal with it later. And then Chaos is like, no, I'm doing this.
It's
Give
so
me
bad.
this.
In my little hole, I'm trying to find, I can't find anything. I can't find a single thing.
That's a nice gouge.
It is. It is a nice gouge.
I wonder if I can get some skulk from high. Make it look like it's coming out of there. Like it's just like it's dripping. It's like it's spreading out of the like for no reasons.
Right.
No reason at all. No, not at all. It's not like I
Just gonna
had some plan.
Just going to
ignore that.
infest the. We already have a skulk infestation, and you're.
Do we really?
Yeah, you're just you just want to bring it up to the surface.
No. It's just interesting. It's just interesting stuff.
Just interesting.
It feels nice. It tastes delicious. Have you ever tasted skulk?
I can't say that I have.
It has a spice. It has a great spice. I cooked some up with some of the honey that was given to me by the bee cult. Pillagers! Oh, pillagers! Pillagers! Pillagers, run!
Why are you running?
I don't know. Oh, why? I'm in. Ow! Ow! Dead.
All right, I need some milk.
Some milk.
And that is all of the time that I have for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far and you enjoyed the video, you might as well leave a like. And let me know what you think of the fairy dust farm down in the comments. If you want to see more videos from me, of course, be sure to subscribe. And if you want to keep up with all things Alphabet Soup SMP, you can find the link to join our community Discord in the description of the video. Thanks again for an awesome first year of this channel, and I will see you in the next video.